Keep possession though. Can they get it away? Surely! There it is! Well, he'd been working so hard, James Perch, and he gets there diving in.
We said one last chance, didn't we?
One last chance, and he grasped it with both hands. He can't figure out where the badge was. Luke Chambers. Point to the socks, lads. They're the best representation. Work at that, set up so well, perfect diving header, and that decides the game in the closing seconds. A superb finish to what was quite the cagey clash between Forest Reds and Singapore FC Masters. A great game where once again, the lesser known team took it to the big guns. He's finished here. Forest Reds 1, Singapore Masters FC 0.
Back out here at Jalan Stadium for QPR Women against Corinthians Femenino. Match number 9, Women's Group A. This is the second match of this group. QPR Women with a solid 2-0 win against Singapore's Geylang international Jessica Leach with both goals in that fixture. That was their opening matchup of this competition. And that kicked off at 4:30 p.m. at local time when temperatures were high. Things have cooled down a bit. Still very high humidity, but at least the sun isn't out anymore. You don't have to bake in that heat. They didn't need to test themselves physically too much though, so that will have helped. A pretty comfortable win for QPR Women, and they should be favourites coming into this matchup against a Corinthians Femenino side who lost their opening fixture 4-1 to Shanghai Shenhua Women. The only goal in that match scored by Helena Maria, the number 9. 9 for QPR Women. Keep an eye on her. Jessica Leach shared her thoughts after the game, scoring the first goal at this competition. We spoke about the opportunity. It's not something they get to do a lot. She was delighted with placing her name in the record books as the scorer of that first ever goal at the Soccer 7 series. So here we go, QPR Women going from right to left on your screens, playing in the gold up against Corinthians Femenino in the white and black. Expect the QPR Women to dominate in this fixture. There you go, stringing a few passes together early on already, looking good in possession. Corinthians Femenino, a bit tricky. The game against Shanghai Shenhua Women. They play themselves out of trouble on occasion and constantly put under pressure. Foul there. On the far side of the pitch. It's on the way of Corinthians. There is Leach. Get out into the wider positions as well. And then behind the opposition defense, gets into those channels. And finds herself in some really good positions to put those chances away. Soccer 7 series, Singapore 2025. Faster football games have been coming thick and fast. Moving along very quickly as well. Here's a chance for Corinthians Femenino to open the scoring. Lovely finish, no problems there for Diane Santos. Corinthians Femenino, dream start against a strong QPR women's side. Just broke down in midfield, and Diane made no mistake with the finish. Very nicely done, the number 10 for Corinthians. Lovely celebration as well. Goes all the way out into the channel. More composed and relaxed in this fixture, Corinthians Femenino. Big change to what they saw from their performance in the first fixture. Passing the ball around very nicely. And with that opening goal, they can afford to just sit back, invite that pressure if they need to. Playing the 7-a-side, you don't want to overextend yourself physically. Ball out wide, finding space for the ball into the area, just over the head of Kasia. QPR woman searching for an opening. Corinthians Femenino, just have a look at the way they celebrate those challenges as well. Lots of passion in the game. This is a hugely successful Brazilian side, Corinthians Femenino. 5 Copa Libertadores Femenina titles, 6 national championships in 8 finals, as well as 4 Campeonato Paulista and 3 Supercopa do Brasil Femenina crowns for them. They are the most successful side in Brazilian and South American women's football. Came into this as one of the favorites for the title, so that defeat against Shanghai Shenhua women was a huge surprise. I'd say Shanghai Shenhua women were excellent in that contest. Quicker, sharper, and a lot more organized, and very clinical with their finishing as well. It's going to take a bounce over Davies. Kasia. On to Thais. Davies did well to recover. Good physicality on display. Managed to put that out for a corner, which is taken short by Corinthians. Nice and strong there. Keep a hold of possession under pressure. There's Kasia. Good leg challenge. Well time from Fran Ali, QPR women. 32-year-old midfielder, a recent signing for the club, adding experience. To the side, taken short again. Much better here from Corinthians Femenino. What a turnaround. Their first outing in this competition. I wonder if there just have been a few nerves perhaps in that first game. A lot more confident in this contest. Certainly didn't look like one of South America's most successful sides in that game against Shanghai Shenhua. Giving off a much better representation of themselves in this contest against QPR women. Dominating possession, controlling the spaces very nicely. Some great positions as well. Just looking to stretch out that pitch. Difficult for QPR women to try and close in and challenge, really. It's Kasia. Sees her opportunity. Snuffed out by the QPR women's goalkeeper, Kendra Clark. Way through. There's Leach, great touch. Laid off to Mehmet. Kasia. Going perfectly for Corinthians Femenino. Strong performance, lots of encouraging signs for them as they look to bounce back in this matchup. Corinthians Femenino with the goal at half-time against QPR Women. Back on the way here at Jalan Besar. QPR Women up against Corinthians Femenino. Corinthians Femenino with an early goal in that first half from Cassia Souza, the number 10, the captain of this side. And they've looked really good. Nice and controlled performance from Corinthians Femenino. Just moving the ball around. There you go, Cassia Souza in the second minute of this match. Seeing a change for Corinthians. Makes a lot of sense. Just rotating the players. They're going to keep them fresh, which is going to be helpful the longer this goes on. She is the number 12, Taya Nascimento, that's just come in for Evelyn Caroline. QPR Women having to try and find a way through here. Just wide with that effort is Leach. 2 goals in that opening game. Coming close there as well. Another new signing for QPR Women is Jessica Leach, joining the club in March of this year. Triple substitution coming up for QPR Women as they look to make the changes here. Really struggling to get anything going in this contest. There's lovely work down at left-hand side with the cutback. Again, looking for Leach. It's being hooked forward by Cassia Souza. Davies just pressured into a mistake. Puts it straight out for a throw into Corinthians Femenino, who have got this going exactly the way they want it to. Triple change. Trumpetus perhaps for QPR Women. A triple substitution. Need to look at something to happen here, QPR Women, because there's been a lack of spark in the performance so far. Far cry from what we saw from them in the opening matchup. They weren't tested in that one, so they certainly are being tested now. Strong defending there. Corinthians Femenino. Well, that's the game plan. Every time they have possession, they're just going to look to try and slow it down if they can. Don't give it away too easily, unless an opportunity like that pops up. It's not been given away anyway. Breaks down that left-hand side. Cassia's in the area as well, but she's gone for goal herself, Thais. Back to self to find the back of the net there. Number 8 for Corinthians Femenino. Great to see the crowds out here enjoying themselves this evening. A lot cooler now. Nice breeze coming across the stadium here at the Jalan Besar. Iconic Jalan Besar Stadium. It's been around since 1929. Be one of the last few tournaments we have at this venue before the artificial surface here. That's almost has replaced with the natural turf. Players all excited to come out here to Singapore and take part in this tournament. Abby Morris, Alana Monroe is off. Abby Morris comes on to replace those changes for QPR. We've also got Helena Costa, the number 9 for Corinthians Femenino, who is on. She was the goal scorer against Shanghai Shenhua. Isabella Owen is also on for QPR women. Space to work with here on the left-hand side. Flicked away. Flicked once more. Sitting back here, Corinthians Femenino. The numbers that they have back then, just waiting for these opportunities on the break. That's lovely work from Thaisa Morim once more. Good strong play, nice balance to hold off the challenge from Davies. There we go. A tug of the jersey on Davies there, but Thais, once she got past the number 2, still the contact in the back. Balsini has also come on for Barbara Natalie. Playing in central midfield for Corinthians Femenino. Well, 2 minutes to go in this one. There's confirmation that Helena Costa is on for Cassia Souza. The difference maker at the moment. A goal in the 2nd minute of this fixture, giving Corinthians the lead and the opportunity to just sit back and be patient in their play. Chances on the counter-attack. That's what they'll be looking for. Happy to just sit back here, try and kill off the pace of the game. It's down to QPR women to try and increase the tempo, up the intensity of their play. Need a moment of magic, a spark to arrive from somewhere. Leach, who scored the first goal of this tournament, has been kept quiet. Could this be it for QPR women? It is! Oh, what a goal! Well, spoke about a moment of magic. Piece of brilliant play there from QPR women. Leach with the assist. But it's all about this effort here, cutting across it. Great drive. No chance for Monique in goal. Brilliant strike. One of the goals, and perhaps the goal of the tournament so far. It's early days, but that was excellent. So lots of goals. There's Abby Morris with the goal for QPR women. Great strike from Abby Morris. Well, they needed that big time. This could be a decent result for QPR women. Won their first match. Top 2 in the Women's Open. Another shot from distance. And just wide there. That was Lily Davies. Disappointing for Corinthians because they held firm for most of this match after getting that early goal. And that is it. Late equalizer from Abby Morris means that QPR women will pick up a point from this one. It finishes QPR women 1, Corinthians Femenino 1. Well, let's have a look at the next match that is coming up here, the Soccer 7 series, as we have a look at the lovely, iconic Jalan Besar Stadium. It's Shanghai Shenhua women coming up against Albirex Niigata FC Singapore women. They won match 10. This is the second fixture in Group A for Shanghai Shenhua women, but it is the first for Albirex Niigata FC. Crowd enjoying themselves here on a lovely Friday evening at the Soccer 7 series, the inaugural edition of this competition in one of the world's great cities. Shanghai Shenhua got off to a great start in the opening fixture with a 4-1 win against Corinthians Femenino. Yu Jia-Hu, the number 8, getting a hat-trick for herself. And they were dynamic, strong, quick, really composed with their finishing. They looked at really good conditioning levels as well. Looking forward to making 2 wins from 2 against an Albirex Niigata FC Singapore women's side who are making their first appearance of this competition. Women's team of Albirex Niigata, founded more recently, taking part in their first Women's Premier League in 2022. Well, they're already amongst the league's best sides, coming runner-up in each of the past 3 seasons and finishing just a point of top spot in 2024. Currently second in the 2025 standings. Albirex hoping that this season is the one in which they are finally crowned champions. Here we go at Jalan Besar, and it's Albirex Niigata FC Singapore women, and the all-orange going from left to right on your screens, coming up against Shanghai Shenhua Women FC in the all-blue. Shanghai Shenhua women play in the second tier of Chinese football. Players are students of the Shanghai University of Sport. It's a club that has been jointly founded by the university and Shanghai Shenhua. They won the Asian University Championship title in 2024. Competing on the global stage. Yeah, it's a good ball over the top. One for Tol Chui to chase.
Bukannya ahli mobil yang ia temui, tapi ahli bela diri. Lo jual gua beli. Ucap kering atau balik cepat. Curhat sama istri malah kena damprat. Mengimbuk ke aplikasi OLX Mobi. Cek harga, cek kondisi mobil, cek rekening sabi. Yang ahli OLX Mobi.
They weren't happy.
1-0 defeat, I think that was, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. They lost 1-0, and they felt it was undeserved, and yeah, there was lots of arguments going on in the dressing room. Right. So it shows how much they care, which is good. They've all been best of friends up until they start playing. Well,
absolutely does matter here. Not just about enjoying yourselves in Singapore, but taking this tournament really seriously. It's been very competitive. Lots of goals in the Women's Open. Some attacking action, attacking play, as we're witnessing here as well from Shanghai Shenhua. And that is in. Great strike from Tong Sri Sin. First goal of this match going to Shanghai Shenhua women.
Yeah, it's a great strike, wasn't it, on her left foot. I think she actually looked fairly surprised when that ended up in the back of the net. But as the ball came across, she decided to have a try her luck first time. And yeah, she's absolutely fired it in the top corner. Absolutely great strike. Keeper had no chance.
Inside of the foot as well. You don't normally see drives from edge of the box with the inside of the foot. You're normally looking to use the instep or the laces in that situation. Nice control in that.
No, exactly. I think it's because it's probably on her weaker foot. She just went for sort of accuracy over power. And yeah, she showed great technique on a weaker side, and yeah, fired them ahead.
And off the post. Always looks a little bit better when goals go in like that, off the frame of the goal. There is Yu Jia-Hu, number 8, who's been surrounded by orange shirts, but that has left spaces open for the rest of the teammates. Good recovery. Albirex Niigata. Kana Kitahara is there in this Albirex Niigata side. Japanese international, adding lots of experience and quality to this Albirex Niigata team. Also does some coaching with the club. Yeah, beautiful night in Singapore. What a venue this is for this tournament. 7-a-side on pretty much a full-size pitch, Matt.
Yeah, the dimensions, they bought it in 6 yards either end, and probably the same width-wise as well, which does make a huge difference. But as you say, it's a huge pitch out there when there's only 6 outfield players on the pitch. So yeah, the girls have having to do plenty of yardages in their running.
Good save. Could have been another one there for Chung Shui Sin.
It was slightly unorthodox, wasn't it, the save, but she kept it out, and that's the main thing. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as it doesn't go in your net.
And they come again. Ding Lei plays it inside. It's well defended by Kanakitahara. Going to try and make something happen. You can see a big difference in a technical level when you just have a look at how she moves the ball around, how she takes care of it in possession. There she is again, finding the spaces, pings a lovely ball forward for Fukuzawa. Easy save, but the first effort for Albrechts Regatta Women's.
Yeah, but like you say there, you can just see that she's so composed in the middle of the park. She's always got time on the ball. She's aware of where her opponents are. She's aware of where her teammates are and where they're running. And it's a joy to watch when you get players that good. And there she is again. Oh, commentator's curse there. She gave it away as soon as I praised her, but you know, she is a very talented player.
Yeah, certainly is. Part of the squad, Japan squad that reached the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup final. Kitahara. Big signing for Albrechts when she joined in 2022 and became a player coach last year. That's a lovely ball. Driven in. Can't quite clear the lines. And the goal scorer, Chung Shui Sin, on the right foot this time.
Versatile. She, first time she's appeared on the left wing, now she's on the right wing. Again, shows that she's covering plenty of yardages on the pitch.
Well, just seeing some of the players from the Men's Open in the stands. They'll be in action tomorrow. Very busy day on the schedule tomorrow, the Soccer 7 series. So focus in on the here and now. Albrechts Regatta Women for a way back in this contest against Shanghai Shenhua Women. It's Kitahara. These little triangles. Always on the move is a number 14 for Albrechts. She is again. On the same wavelength on that occasion as a teammate Riho Katayama, the two who had advanced forward for Albrechts. That's Liu Jiahu, plenty of power behind that. Enough contact.
It was a good save, wasn't it? She managed to just get a fingertip to it just to help it up onto the crossbar. Just seeing the replay now, a great strike. Yeah, the keeper did well getting a hand to it because she's not the tallest. So, yeah, she just got enough on it to keep it out.
Jiahu with the effort. That was a good save there from Ng Mei Tze. So, in spite of the dominance from Shanghai Shenhua Women, they are leading just by a goal to nil at half-time. Let's go to Ash Hashim.
And we're here with #United Women's coach Andy. Andy, just talk to me about the fact that the girls have changed their kits. Is it the weather?
Yeah.
What's the reason behind it?
Yeah, it's really hot, it's really humid. I mean, the games are only 14 minutes, so they're 7 minutes each way, but you sweat a lot during it. So we've made the decision we're bringing 2 kits a day, so we'll play in one for the first game and one in the second game. Hopefully, it helps the girls cool down, be a little bit fresher for the next game, so they're not as sweaty as I am right now, that's for sure.
Had a chance to go around Singapore and check out some of our sites as well?
We have, yeah. We've had a lovely night out at a rooftop with panoramic views of the city. It's been, an amazing to see. It's the first time for all of the girls in Singapore, so it's great to actually get out and see a lot of the local area and see what Singapore's all about.
And last one, many Singapore fans will want to know what you guys think of the Jalan Besar Stadium. So maybe a quick word or two about that.
I love it. I think it's a great stadium. I mean, the main stand is fantastic. We've been really well looked after while we're here. It's a great setting for football. I could do with the temperature a little bit.
Mari kita mulai. Pejamkan kedua mata. Beras pandan, sirup nanas, dan mie instan. Tenangkan badan.
Enjoyed. So focus is on the action here out on the pitch at Jalan Besar. As we get back underway, Shanghai Shenhua women, Chong Shui Sin with the opening goal in the second minute up against Elbrex Niigata FC women. For this second half, Shanghai Shenhua in the blue, going from left to right on your screens against Elbrex Niigata women. The orange was a really good first half for Shanghai Shenhua, wasn't it, Matt? Just had lots of dominance. They couldn't quite make the most of it in terms of getting the goals that they needed, but they looked well in control.
Yeah, no, definitely. They started off exactly how they finished the last game, wasn't it? They do look strong. I would say they probably look like one of the favourites to me so far. I think, well, a bit of an upset was the last game, wasn't it? When Corinthians then played a lot better than they did in the first game. But yeah, Shanghai do look like a dangerous outfit, and one that I think will go quite deep in this competition.
Certainly are looking good in this group. Shanghai Shenhua one. Nice organisation. You can see that structure in possession as well as we have a look at the change. Fu Yi on for Jia Hyu. Jia coming off, being given a bit of a rest as the Shanghai Shenhua women's coach. I think she's played her part and they want to keep her for the matches to come. In this competition, you expect this side to go pretty deep in the tournament. Shot blocked by Kitahara. It's going to drop to the number 23, Fu Yi. Back to Tseng Jiayi. Taking the time, nice and patient again. Driven that goal by the number 6, Cho Chui.
Decent strike, wasn't it? I think sometimes when the players get the ball and you're on the edge of the box, you need to remind yourself that the goal is 6 yards nearer to you than normal. So that sometimes the players would shy away from maybe shooting because they don't realise actually how close they are to the goal.
Here she comes again. Chong Shui Sin, no problems with distance for her. Drives right in and pokes it past the goalkeeper for the second goal for Shanghai Shenhua women. Chong Shui Sin with the brace.
And the second goal for her, yeah. So she obviously doesn't want her teammate running away with that golden boot, so that she's after her. Which for the captain, and you know, she's a defender really. It just shows how important it is that any player on the team can score. You know, you're driving forward, you're getting up and supporting the attackers, and yeah, she's scored a couple of great goals.
Bring back a few memories for you. Bombing forward down that left-hand side, driving into the area.
Well, I couldn't defend, so I had to go forward. It was like attack was the best form of defence for me. So yeah, she's taking a leaf out of my own book.
Here's Kitahara. Only has one in support. Surrounded by a couple of defenders there. Couldn't quite squeeze a way out. Opportunity on the break. That's a great ball forward. Fu Yi. All the time in the world here, Fu Yi. Easy finish in the end. Nice and composed. You don't see that happen too often in the world of football. Strikers taking it around goalkeepers. She did exactly that.
That's the thing. It was a great ball over the top, wasn't it? But it is so difficult when you've got that much time to sort of run at the goalkeeper and decide what you're going to do. I can guarantee she probably changed her mind 3 or 4 times, but in the end she chose the right option, took it around the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper went down fairly quickly and made it a little bit easier for the striker to go past. But again, very composed, good finish, and Shanghai 3-0 up and fully deserved.
We spoke earlier about the dominance that they had, the control that they had in the first half. Weren't quite getting the goals. It's certainly getting the goals now in this second period here. Is Fu Yi once more. Just to push into the box. Gets it back out. Chen Jiayi. Ding Lei with the switch. So 4 goals they scored in the first match. They've got 3 here, so plenty of time for another.
Yeah, they're excited, aren't they? You know, they're playing good football. They're lethal in front of goal at the moment. You know, every strike they have seems to be going in. So they're definitely going to be a dangerous team in this competition.
Chen Jiayi to Chong Shui Sin. Captaining the side, it's a lovely turn from Fuyi, finds another. Fourth goal for Shanghai Shenhua. 4 goals in each of their matches now at the Soccer 7 series. She's got 2 for herself as well, Fuyi.
Yeah, and it was great movement off the ball as well. You know, she appreciated what the player on the ball needed, so she came across, pinned her centre half, managed to have a good first touch, got on the turn, left foot strike, and the keeper probably should have done a little bit better, if I'm honest. But again, if you get your shot away and you get it on target, you're asking the goalkeeper to make a save. And yeah, that time she couldn't do it, and 4-0. And I think there's only a minute and 50 seconds to go, but there could be more goals in this.
Yeah, I mean, at the rate it's going, still have time to potentially add a couple more here. Shanghai Shenhua women. It's looking really good for them in this competition. Should be well in control of this group. Shot coming in there from Kitahara. Very difficult to get the technique right from that sort of distance.
I think that was more of a shot out of frustration, wasn't it? Just to try and get a consolation goal on the board. But yeah, Shanghai have been very good value for the win here. Never looked in trouble, fully composed, really confident in possession, dangerous in attack. They're ticking all the boxes for me at the moment. I think that, for me, I would say they're the best team I've seen.
Cheng Jiayi. Just really slowing it down now. Shanghai Shenhua. Job done. They got another 4 goals here, up to 8. Opening 2 fixtures, just the 1 conceded. 2 wins from 2. They'll be going top of the group. Themselves in a strong position. The cup competition. Get into the semi-finals. The top 2 from each group move on. 3rd and 4th into the plate. No time potentially for 1 more here. Shanghai Shenhua. They're not going to waste this. Are they? Oh, they are. Cheng Jiayi. Well, they can afford to put in a miss like that at this stage of the contest.
They can. Just the reaction from the coaches on the bench. They were all smiles. I mean, how she missed that? A clear open goal. The goalkeeper had fallen over, but she was trying to be so precise and get it in the corner. But a fantastic result and performance.
She could have gotten herself into the race for the Golden Boot as well.
Yeah.
A nice victory for Shanghai Shenhua women. 4 goals for them against Albrechts Niigata women. Here we go then, another match, QPR Hoops against #United Women, match 11, Women's Group B. Now this will be a fascinating contest. QPR.
Aku udah nonton. Fix Hijin tuh jahat ke Minjun.
Hijin kan emang gak mau pacaran sama
papamu, mamamu, ku takkan buat kau berubah. Biarkan mereka.
Real quality in the QPR Hoops team. There's a Dyke, Samson, Stanley and Makovska with the goals for the Hoops in that fixture. Samson with the double. Because of how dominant they were, actually had the opportunity to make good changes, keeping players fresh. That's something that's going to come into it further along you get into this tournament. Game management, watching the minutes of these players. Thankfully a lot cooler now. I say a lot cooler. Humidity is still incredibly high. Cooler by Singapore standards. Eddie's with me in the commentary position. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Be nice for the girls to get a first win on the scoreboard as well after a competitive fixture in the last one, but just that the conditions really got to the girls in that second half. So 2 English sides. So we'll see. It's shaping up to be a very competitive group. So yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, they looked really good, didn't they? #United Women.
Yeah, for sure.
In the first half, as we get this one underway at Jalan Besar Hoops going from right to left on your screens with hashtag United Women. They were very strong against Selangor FC in the first half and really played at a good intensity, but just seemed to fade in the second as the Hoops look for a quick start here. Lots of space down the left-hand side of the box. If they can find a pass out. To just retreat for the moment. Try again. Seems the effort blocked off.
Yeah, possession is everything. I think both teams realise that in the first fixture, and QPR now just trying to pass it around and not let the hashtag pressure pay.
Once again, space to float across into the area. That has come off Joanna Blodgett.
Yeah, it's a fantastic ball, isn't it? So inviting and into such a dangerous area for QPR. Gets the head on it, but not the connection. Maybe the defender jump. I think it's Donnelly that gets up, maybe just enough to put her off there.
Well, I was just going to ask you, Eddie, what will this side, hashtag United Women, have learned from their performance against Selangor? Because they really faded in the second.
Yeah.
Fitness levels took a big dip.
Yeah, I think it is just such a big learning curve when you come into new conditions, a new format, a new team, so many new things to kind of navigate. And I think from the first game, the coach Andy, who's our goalkeeping coach, he pointed out, I think it was just, look after the ball better and take the chances, because we had plenty of chances and just weren't able to breach the goal often enough. And realistically, the opposition, Selangor, just got into the game so late on. They had 2 chances, big chances, and took one of them, and we don't take the win, which is the most frustrating.
That's a very exciting young talent, Ariana Addison. So there's an infringement there.
Did think that was a foul. I wasn't sure the officials were going to give that one, but yeah, a little bit of a pullback there from Ariana. But she's the only change from our starting 7 in the previous game, and as you say, an exciting talent, powerful, dynamic, a real bright spark, and excited to see what she can do from the start of this game.
17 years of age. The goalkeeper, Tegan McWalter, just 16.
Yes, and she's turning 17 in a couple of days. So yeah, we've got a few birthdays actually in both the men's and women's, and hopefully she can mark the occasion with a clean sheet today.
Well, Singapore's a nice place to celebrate as well.
It's not
Any
bad.
Plans lined up, or are you keeping that a bit of a surprise?
Well, if the gaffer's listening, then I'm gonna keep myself quiet.
There's Flo Donnelly down the line for Ariana.
QPR started very quickly, but I feel like we're slowly growing into this one, keeping possession, and like we say, in the conditions. It's difficult as well to kind of, obviously we've got hashtag fans watching, it's difficult to explain just how difficult these conditions are. It's unlike something we've ever been used to.
Yeah, if you're wondering why Eddie's saying we when referring to hashtag United Women, it's because he's with hashtag United.
I promise I'm not going to be biased.
Too late for that now.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Ariana with the effort, decent strike and goal.
Not a bad effort at all, weak foot as well. Cuts inside nicely, gets a bit of space, and hey, listen, when you've got these kind of pitches, these kind of open spaces, when you get those opportunities in that area, take a go, see what the goalkeeper's made of.
Yeah, expert analysis from Eddie Cooper. It's great to have you alongside me in the commentary position.
Very excited to be here, man. What a tournament and what format. I'm loving it. So open. You just really don't know what to expect from any of the teams.
What were you up to between the matches? Last time I saw you?
The last time I've been doing graphics. We've had a couple of stuff going on with clips and trying to get all that out. But no, we all got it sorted in the end. And yeah, the work never stops, man. Never stops.
Football's not going to stop tonight until about 10 p.m. or so as well. So stick with us.
Macy not too happy with that decision, but I think maybe a little bit of excessive force was used in the shoulder-to-shoulder action there. Yeah, maybe in the back.
I think she's going to have too many complaints about that. Macy Nichols. This is good from hashtag United Women again. Nice pressing there from the front three. They're pretty devastating. Ariana, angle was against her.
Yeah, didn't have too many other options, but I think when you do get in those areas, it's making the right decision. You could argue potentially you could hold that one back, but I don't mind the shooting from there. And I really don't mind this either.
Give it away straight to Norton. Ariana. Not a bad idea with the pass out to Ariana. Perhaps sent a little bit wider than she would have liked, but attack still alive. Goal line clearance.
That is sensational defending. Really great. That's kind of Millie Bright-esque recognising the danger, getting herself on the line, knew the keeper was beaten, and away she gets it. That could be a huge moment in this one.
Ellie Searle with that goal line save.
A lot of teams opting for the short corners.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense at 7-a-side, doesn't it? To go with these short corners.
Almost really well worked, to be fair.
You kind of don't want to be giving possession away too cheaply.
Yeah, I think that's why we are seeing so many short corners, because it's almost a guarantee that you are going to be able to keep possession, even if it doesn't lead to anything. It's better than a pump and hope.
Forward played it inside. Great save. Effort from Macy Nichols.
Wow. 2 chances for Hashtag, 2 phenomenal bits of defensive work from the hoops. Great stop from the goalkeeper there. Really reached far reach plus almost. Gets into that top corner, and yeah, that's a really good save. Very smart indeed.
That's taken short again. Mistiming the header there. Ariana.
Oh,
still a chance here for Hashtag United Women. It's come off for on. The referee says play on. Chance for Nichols. Oh, I'm not sure if you could actually score if you've handled the ball.
I would say that is handball personally.
Yeah.
With the old Hashtag goggles off, red and blue this time, not yellow, but it's a bit difficult to do too much there. But it is, you know, if that had led to a goal in today's laws, that is not allowed.
You know, we were talking about the kits earlier. Yellow and blue, was it?
It was the yellow.
Sorry,
retro.
I thought it was yellow and black for some reason.
It's a very dark. It's kind of similar to that. It's like a dark navy. Yeah.
All right, I apologise.
No, you're good.
This one's lovely as well.
Yeah, you like the red strip. Shout out to VX3. They've done a phenomenal job on our kits this year. New partners.
Very nice.
Crystal Palace is what a lot of people are calling this one.
I was just going to say, but I wasn't sure if that would insult anyone out there or offend anybody.
For a good side.
So, half time here at Jalan Besar. Lots of goal mouth action from both these sides. Nothing yet in terms of anything finding the back of the net. So at half time here, QPR Hoops 0, Hashtag United Women 0. Let's go to Ash Hashim.
And we're here with Rania from the Selangor women's team here. Rania, how are you? Are you enjoying did you enjoy your first game?
Yeah, definitely. We had a good game today. It was not an easy game, but we ended it with a draw. So.
Kamu masih single? Hari gini double dong. Top Mochaccino. Double shot